What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. All right, guys, please say hello. Please say hello. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. Looks like we have already got Mama Deb and Miss Jessica Jane in the house. Good to see you, Jessica. How are you? And let's see, is my computer going to start barking at me? No. All right. Pause this. All right, guys, please say hello. Please say hello. How you doing, Mama Deb? How you doing? How is everybody doing out there today? How are you doing on day 17, Deb? Is that about where you're at right now? So before I get started with today's show, guys, remember, you guys need to know I'm not a doctor. Nothing on this channel is medical advice. If you are struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical doctor, okay, guys? Everything on this channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for me to share my experience with you, and for you to share your experience with others. All right, guys? So let's see. Mama says here, no problems, Kev. So it's day 17 now, right, Deb? Is that right? So I think last week was day 10 for you. Did Zach delete his channel? I was looking for his channel and I could not find it. Let me take another look and see if I can see it real quick. Can you guys tell me if Zach deleted his channel? So Mama Deb says, yeah, day 17 still can't sleep good. So sleep is the main issue for you right now, Deb? Is that the main problem? About how much sleep are you getting per day? I'm going to see if I can find Zach's channel again, because I could not find it yesterday. Yeah, I don't see his channel on here anymore, guys. Did he delete his channel? He had a video today? What? So I deleted my app, my YouTube app, off my normal phone. Guys, I was spending so much freaking time on YouTube every day. Like, I had to get rid of that app off my phone. Like, I was literally spending like 8-12 hours a day just watching YouTube videos. So if you guys notice a drop off in my comments, responses to, just comments on my channel, it's just because I'm just taking a bit of a break from YouTube for a while. As far as videos coming out, I still have probably, I don't know, 5 or 7 videos that I've already pre-recorded that will be coming out in the future. So be patient with me, guys. I might take a little bit of a break from YouTube. As far as the Wednesday live streams goes, I'm just kind of playing that by ear right now. So just be patient with me, guys. I don't see his channel on here. Let's see. Maybe I'm typing it in wrong. Or maybe since I deleted the YouTube from my phone, it's just like not finding everything right anymore. Yeah, I literally don't even see his channel on here. I thought he deleted his channel, so I was like, what? Let's see. Okay, so Marky posted a link to his channel. Let me go back to here. There we go. Thanks, Marky. Good to see you, brother. So, hey, Marky's still up in here. That makes me happy. Okay, there. Oh, I forgot he had it spaced together. Okay. It looks different for some reason. His channel looks a little bit different as far as like how he spells it. Did he change something on there? Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I could not find his channel the other day. So, have any of you guys seen Kingdom Within? I haven't seen him for a bit. I noticed he said something on one of my videos not long ago about how he was I think he was going through Kratom withdrawal. Have you guys heard anything about that? Did he jump off of Kratom? I know he was kind of working on tapering for a while, so I just haven't seen a whole lot from him lately. So hopefully he's doing okay. If you guys know anything about Kingdom Within, let me know if you guys have any updates on his situation, because I haven't seen much from him. Hopefully he's doing all right. Let's see who's in here so far, guys. Please make sure you hit that like button on the way in. And looks like we've got like 6 of us in here right now. So let's see. Okay, so he had a video today. All right, so I'll have to go watch that. Thanks for posting that. Let's see. So Deb says, yep, just sleep most nights 3 hours, but once in a while I can sleep 6 to 7 hours. So that's pretty good when you get those 6 to 7 hours of nights sleep. So at least you're getting some good night's rest, right? So 3 hours though. 3 hours is pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie, Deb. 3 hours would be pretty challenging to make it through the whole day with only 3 hours. So keep hanging in there, Deb. I remember for me, the sleep started getting better. It was right around, it was after the 2-week mark for sure, is when I started getting it was almost like every night I got just a little bit more sleep from the Suboxone withdrawal. So it should be like right around now that you start improving your sleep quality, Deb. So keep pushing, girl. We're really proud of you for making it this far. You're doing awesome. How far is Zach now? He's probably like what, 3 weeks? He's posted some videos. He's good. Okay, so let's see. He posted a couple of videos when his daughter was asleep, but I don't know about his Kratom. Okay, yeah. So I went over to Kingdom's channel and I seen that he was making a couple of other videos, but I don't know if he talks much about his Kratom use on his channel. So hopefully, if he's gotten off of Kratom, it would be awesome to have him on here to talk about how his withdrawal was, because he was on. Remember, guys, he was on a really low dose of Kratom, and from what I gathered from the comment that he made, it sounded like he was going through a pretty rough withdrawal. So I'm really interested to see kind of what's going on or what happened, or if he's still off Kratom or whatever. So it'd be interesting to catch up with him. How are you doing, Marky? So guys, our weather is full of snow for the next week again. Oh, bruh, come on. This snow is not letting up on us, guys. Holy crap. It is getting so exhausting seeing we get like one nice day and then it's like, oh, there's another week full of snow coming in. I'm like getting so tired of the snow. Not good, not good. So it looks like Marky hasn't retired from the channel yet. He's gonna stay around for a little bit, hopefully. Let's see. Okay. How you been doing, Jessica? I know I've seen you on a couple other people's channels. Did Luke end up going to, was he going to go to like a treatment? That's kind of the last video I'd seen. Luke had mentioned that he was going to go to like a 30-day treatment, but I seen he was responding to one of my comments the other day. So did he not go? Do you know, Jessica? I had asked him and he didn't respond to the comments, so I'm not sure if he's in treatment right now. Hopefully he's doing all right. Oh, okay. So Florida Man says, yeah, Luke went to detox. Okay. So he must still have his phone because, like I said, he responded to one of my comments the other day, unless he just barely went like today or something. But hopefully he's doing all right. So is he going to go to Florida Man, is he going to detox off Suboxone when he's in there, or is it just for benzos? I was a little confused on that. I didn't have enough time to watch. I know he puts out a lot of videos, so I haven't really had time to get everybody, like the full information on everybody. So is he going to go detox off Suboxone too, or is it just his benzos? Okay, so I wasn't sure if he was going to try to do it all at once, because dang, that'd be rough. Did you guys imagine doing a benzo withdrawal and Suboxone at the same time? Whew! No thank you, no thank you. Dan, what up, G? So I see that Dan's been cranking out some videos. That's good. That's good to see, Dan. Keep going, man. How's your taper going, Florida Man? Are you still working on what, 1.75 or 1.5, or did you decide to stick at 2 for now, or how are you doing, man? Man, when I see you talking about like your, I seen Florida Man, you were talking about your like struggles with, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, my mind's a little blank today, guys. So, okay, so he's still at 2. I really think that you might be like the perfect candidate, Florida Man, for the freaking Sublocade shot, dude. I really do. I mean, where you're at in your recovery right now, I think if I was you, like knowing what I've been through with Suboxone, man, like, whew, if you could find a doctor to just give you like 100 milligrams Sublocade shot, dude, that might be a good way for you, dude. And then that way you don't have to worry about the cravings, right? Because that shot's going to be in you. You know what I mean? You've heard me talk about this before, I'm sure, but I don't know. I think that I just like when I watch your videos and I see sometimes that you struggle with cravings, I just think that the shot could totally help block your cravings away because you just know that that's not an option anymore. You know what I mean? I want to start tapering when I go back to work. The cravings been brutal lately with all this free time, man. So yeah, dude, I know how it is when you have a lot of free time. So I know that you'll probably be doing a lot better when you do get back to work. Oh, there's Zach right there. Zach says, "Hey guys, I hope everyone's doing good. I'm here just listening. I'll be in the chat later." All right, good to see you, Zach. Yeah, I was looking for your channel and I couldn't find it. Good to see you still have your channel up. So what's up, Brian? Brian says they told me to get up to 8 milligrams before they would give me. Oh, there's Kingdom Within right there. What up, my man? Shout out Kingdom Within, sent a $10 super chat, baby. Ooh, baby. I was just asking about you, brother. Hopefully you're doing okay. He says, happy to catch a live stream and grateful to be here, Kev. So yes. How are you doing with your Kratom, man? I know that I seen a comment from you a little while ago that said something like did you go through Kratom withdrawal, or how's that been going, man? Thank you for the $10 super chat, brother. It's good to see you in here. I was literally just asking about you a minute ago. So shout out Kingdom Within for the $10 super chat, baby. Ooh, baby. Yeah, I was definitely, if you can give us some information on your, I was looking at your channel because I'm not sure that I don't think you really talk about your Kratom very much on your channel. So after the comment that I had seen you put a little while ago, brother, you mentioned something about you going through Kratom withdrawal. So if you could just give us an update on that, I've been thinking about you. Hopefully you're doing okay, man. So let's see. Okay, so sorry, Brian. So Brian said they told me to get up to 8 milligrams before they would give me the Sublocade. So what dose are you at now, Brian? And did you ask them if they could just cut off some of the Sublocade dose like they did for me? Because I went from 4 milligrams to 150 milligrams. I mean, but if you're somewhere even close to 8 milligrams, it's not a big deal to up your dose, for a week or so before you get the shot. It's not a big deal at all. But if you're down to like 1 milligram or something, that might be a bit different. So Dan says, I didn't have any cravings when I was working 50 hours a week. Okay, so Dan's the kind of guy that just really strives off of being really busy and having a purpose every day. So I could definitely relate to that, man. I know exactly how that feels. Especially when you enjoy your job, right? See, because if you hate your job and you hate what you do for work every day, this was a big issue with my addiction, guys. When my painkiller addiction kind of started, I hated my job. It was like we were trained to scam people at this job. I worked for America Online, and I worked in what was called the saves department. And basically when people would call in to cancel, we basically literally, guys, had to almost like scam talk them out of canceling their account. It was like the shadiest crap I had ever done. And basically what we did was we were like, here, no, don't cancel. Here's 2 free months. And we'd send them on their way, and they would think that they would cancel. I think this is what they thought, that their accounts would cancel after the 2 months, and then their accounts would continue. And I think that's really why America Online went out of business, because they did shady stuff like that. They trained their employees basically to not let people cancel their accounts. Freaking messed up stuff, you guys. So I hated that job so bad that it was my treat to give myself a Loratab 10 every day at work, every Friday, right? And that's what it started off with, every Friday. And that just made my job just totally go by. Like, it was a great job when I was on Loratab, right? Okay, so Kingdom Within says, slowly tapering down and praying that I have enough strength to kick my Kratom addiction. So you're still, okay, so he's struggling even at such a low dose. Like, what's your dose at right now, brother? Because I remember, I think last time I've heard from your dose, it was somewhere around, like, maybe around, was it 10 grams a day? A little bit under 10 grams a day? It's good to see you in here, though. I haven't seen you for a few weeks, so I'm really happy to see your face in here, brother. I had seen a little, I've kind of went to your channel. I've been taking a break from YouTube, if you guys couldn't tell. I haven't really been responding to all the comments on my channel. And guys, I was literally like super addicted to watching videos on YouTube all day. So I had to really, like I said earlier, I deleted the app from my phone. And I'm just kind of taking a little bit of a break from YouTube and like sitting there binge watching content all day. So if you guys notice that my presence on YouTube isn't as constant as it once was, that's why. So Florida Man says, yeah, I got to have structure and a boss and a schedule. Yeah, that's all right, dude. Yeah, a lot of people need that structure in their lives. You know, for me, when I was running my car dealership, it was literally like I could work whenever I wanted to. And for a person like me, that's really not very good, right? Because if I don't have that structure, like Florida Man's saying, you know, sometimes I do better with it when I have it, when I do have a boss, because it keeps me in line and keeps me going, right? Marky says, you got the strength, bro. Yeah, if anyone's got the strength, Kingdom Within's got the strength to do this. He knows his power, so he gonna tap into that, baby, and bang this out. Hey, Deb. Hey, Marky. Good to see you, Nikki. Says, just stopping in to show some love. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. You guys like my beard shorter like this? I kind of chopped about half of it off. It's funny, the girl, well, I guess you could call her my girlfriend. Like, I don't see her for a few days, and I'll cut half my beard off, and she's like, you look different. Like, one of these times, I'm going to punk her and just shave it all off. I'm going to look like a little freaking kid. I can assure you, feel so much better not putting Kratom in you every day. That's what Florida Man Dan says. So he's at 3 grams twice a day. Okay, so he's down to 6 grams a day. So he's getting down to the low doses here. So congratulations, man. You're doing awesome. And there's really no need to rush it. I know, some people like want to be off of whatever they're taking. They want to be off of it right now. But dude, you're at such a low dose. It's not like it's, devastating your life. You're still able to be productive, and it seems like things are still going good for you, brother. So congratulations getting down to 6 grams of that. Is really a low and responsible, it's a really low dose. So there's other people out there that are struggling with taking those Kratom shots, guys. And I don't think people understand how strong those shots of Kratom really are. There's a reason that they cost $10-15, right? Because there's a huge dose in them. I seen Mama Cindy was talking about how she was recently addicted to the Kratom shots, right? And I don't know if she knew like how much Kratom was actually in those shots. I don't even know if people really know that those are even Kratom shots. Because they call them a bunch of different, there's a bunch of different names for them. So I think some people might be taking those shots and not really realizing what they're taking. So Brian says, I'm on 4 milligrams a day and they want me to increase to 8 and be steady on that and won't just start the 100 Sublocade. So dude, Brian, if you're on 4 milligrams, dude, it's going to be so easy to get 8 milligrams. It'll take you a week, dude. That's nothing. And then they'll probably, let's see, it won't start. Okay, so it sounds like they want you to increase to 8 milligrams and then they're going to give you the 300 milligram shot. And that will be a great transition dose, honestly. And if I was you and I was on 4 milligrams a day, I wouldn't think twice about upping my dose to 8 milligrams a day to get the Sublocade shot. I would do that. I would do that in an instant if that was me in that position. If you're sick, like if you tried tapering and it just hasn't worked for you before, I wouldn't even think twice about making that upgrade. It's kind of how it's almost exactly how my situation was, guys, right? Remember, I was down to like 1 milligram, somewhere right around there, and I had to go up to 4 milligrams to get 150 milligram shot. And just thinking back on how my entire Suboxone career, as you guys hear me refer to it sometimes, like thinking back how it's been like such an up and down thing for me. Like I didn't have the healthiest relationship with Suboxone, right? So after I failed my tapers and I jumped off and failed many different times, it was worth it for me to try something different, right? And I'm damn glad that I did try. And I'm glad that I raised my dose to 4 milligrams so I could get the Sublocade shot. It was like just thinking back on all of it. I wish I could have done it sooner. It's the simplest way for me to say it, is I wish I could have gotten on Sublocade sooner. Deb says, Brian, I wonder if you could find a different doctor. That's a good, yes. Yeah, Deb, she's always thinking of things that I'm not thinking of. So shout out to you, Deb. And she's like last week, and I really liked how you did this last week. There was a really important comment that Carrie had made, and Deb had brought it up when I got off the live stream with the fellas. Deb brought it up. So, and it was a pretty important thing. So shout out to you, Deb, for catching that comment by Carrie last week and letting me know. I actually spoke with Carrie about her issue. So I think she's going to be totally, she's okay. You know, her doctor kind of freaked her out by what he had said to her. So hopefully I'm pretty sure Carrie's totally fine. But her doctor had said something to her that was pretty alarming. Hopefully maybe she can hop on here and tell us she's doing all right. But yeah, as Deb said, that for Brian, maybe, you know, if you don't want to bring your dose up, maybe you could try asking a few different doctors in your area if they would be willing to navigate. Because if you're at 4 milligrams, you should literally be able to just take half of the 300 shot right from where you're at. You know what I mean? And go right to 150 milligrams, you know, and that's one option. Or just bump your dose up for a week to 8, get the 300 milligram shot, and just go from there. You know, either way you'll be fine either way. Zach says, your thoughts on eventually migrate to Rumble? I don't know what Rumble is, Zach. I've heard some people say that. As far as the platform that we're on right now, I'm a little bit worried about it, just because seeing what happened to Nicole recently, and that's happened to quite a lot of other content creators that I've watched. You know what I mean? So it just sucks to see that somebody can work so hard here on this platform and then just have everything either wiped out or taken away in an instant without warning. That's pretty scary to me, thinking about how much it's taken me to get this channel to where it is right now, and thinking what others have had to do to get their channels to be as huge as they are, and then for everything to just be able to be taken away in 1 second. That's pretty scary to me. But yeah, I don't know much about Rumble, Zach. I have heard some people talk about it, but I have never looked into what it is. You know, I don't have anything else. I don't have Instagram. Like, I don't have any other platform, guys. This is all I have. So I'm not the most like tech savvy person. I don't have, never had a Snapchat or anything like that. I just could imagine how much energy YouTube has taken out of me, as far as like just me watching content on a normal basis. Like, if I had the other social media platforms, I would literally never even go out of my house. It's like YouTube is the only thing I can give attention to really at this point. Okay, so Kingdom says, I tried going cold turkey, but when I got to the second day, it was insanely bad withdrawals. Did you guys hear what Kingdom just said? So he's on 6 grams, guys. 6 grams of Kratom, and he just said insanely bad withdrawals, guys, from a tiny dose. Yeah, so that we all know that if anybody's going to be telling things as it is, it would be Kingdom Within right here, right? He had insanely bad withdrawals from 6 grams of Kratom, guys. That sucks. You know, it's such a small dose. I mean, could you imagine what it would be like coming off of like 80 grams a day, like some people are taking? Guys, please be careful with the Kratom. Please, please, please be careful with the Kratom. Then slow down, slow and steady is the plan. Yeah, I mean, it's. I can't believe that 6 grams would have such a bad withdrawal. Like, could you tell us what was so bad about the withdrawal, brother? Like, what were you having? Like, what symptoms were you having? Were you having like the runs, insomnia? Were you having restless legs off of that dose? I'm just trying to think what I would do if I was on 6 grams of kratom. I mean, it's almost like you have to come. I mean, I would probably go like 5 grams of kratom for maybe a couple weeks, right? Then you'd have to come down 1 gram at a time, basically. I'm really curious as to how, like, what the point is. What tiny dose of kratom do you have to be on to where there's no withdrawal? Like, what is it? A gram? I mean, just 1 capsule a day? I'm really curious about this. Hopefully, going forward, we can get more information from him as he goes with his taper, because he's so close to such a low. I mean, he's at such a tiny dose already. So I'm just really curious as to like what the dose is that's going to have a withdrawal. What happened to Nicole? So Nicole's channel got demonetized for she posted like a video from somebody else's TikTok or something like that, and without any warning, without any strikes, they totally demonetized her whole channel. That's messed up to not get any warning at all, and for them to just take everything that you've done. I mean, she has worked her ass off on her channel, guys, and for them to just take everything that she's done away for one little issue like that, like, to me, that's messed up. That's really messed up. At least give them a warning, right? Kratom is so weird. I had absolutely no withdrawals from Kratom. That's what Florida Man Dan says. Yeah, it seems like there's some people that say that there's no withdrawal from it, and then some people say that it ruined their lives. It's just such a different. It's just so weird how all these medications and substances like affect us all so different. I've been watching Matt's channel, guys, and like he's talking about, how he's X amount of days off of Suboxone, and I haven't really talked to him about how long he's been using the Kratom, but I just got to tell you guys that if you go from Suboxone to Kratom immediately, chances are your Suboxone withdrawal hasn't even started yet, guys. I just want you guys to understand how that works. Because I've done that transition before, right? I've gone from Suboxone to Kratom, and the Kratom was keeping my withdrawal at bay, right? Because it keeps hitting on your opiate receptors, right? So if you guys go from Suboxone to Kratom, or if you go from Kratom to Suboxone, it's the same thing, right? It's still keeping your opiate receptors happy. So I just don't want anybody to think that if you go from one to the other, that somehow you're out of the woods. Your withdrawal will still be waiting for you as soon as you stop that other substance, guys, right? Hopefully everybody understands this by now, right? I just don't want anybody to think because you went from Kratom to Suboxone, or you went from Suboxone to Kratom, that you're somehow free from that, right? And that you've went through the withdrawals. Because if you do this, it's just like going from painkillers. Like I went from painkillers to Suboxone at first, right? I didn't go through my withdrawals yet because the Suboxone was keeping my receptors happy. I just hope that nobody is like, you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? I just don't want anybody to freak out if they switch from one of these substances to another, and then they stop taking that other substance, and then they get hit with withdrawals, and then they're just super confused, like, what the heck? That's not really the way this stuff works. Oh wow, that's wild. That's wild. I heard it's a pain to get monetized. I don't think it's really a pain to get monetized. Really, all you have to do is hit 1,000 subscribers and have 4,000 watch hours in a year, and then you're pretty much monetized. Really, the thing with it though is that it's the thing that's funny with getting monetized is that, at least in my experience, like I mean, I've been monetized for over a year now. I get less than $30 per month from ad revenue on this channel. And I've heard from some of you guys that YouTube is pushing a lot of ads on this channel. I don't know what ads there are or how many there are. It does it automatically. But all of the ads that are pushed out on this channel, they're still only paying me less than $30 for an entire month of ad revenue on this channel. So for anybody who thinks that just getting monetized is like, you know, you're going to start making good money off of YouTube, it's absolutely not like that at all. I mean, unless you're like, you know, if you're going viral, that's a totally different thing. If you're getting hundreds of thousands of views, then that's something totally different. But as far as like a channel like mine, you know, I only get 200-300 views per video. Occasionally you'll get a video that gets 10-20,000 views. I think I actually looked not too long ago on the video I had where I show how to cut the Suboxone dose. I think that's one of my more popular videos. I think it has like 10 or 20,000 views. That video made me $10, right? So you really have to be like going viral pretty much on YouTube if somebody that's wanting to actually live off of YouTube income, you really have to be kicking butt on here, you know what I mean? And it seemed like Nicole's channel was really starting to take off, right? You know what I mean? And that's just kind of coincidental that right when that happens, right, to where they're gonna have to start being like, here you go, Nicole. They're like, nope, let's go ahead and cut this cord. And I just think that's kind of messed up. That being said, I don't know the full details. You know, I just think that that was kind of coincidental how the timing of that whole thing happened. Yes, bro, I measure 3 grams and I get tempted to take more 2 hours later, but I fight it and I take my second dose 8 hours later and then I go to bed. Yeah, that's the thing with Kratom is the half-life is so short that it works fast, but it goes away fast. So I can relate to what he said about getting tempted to take more 2 hours later. It just sucks, guys, because it's like, you know, I think, who was it was talking about this recently? Who was it? Oh, it was Carrie. She had mentioned, like, she's like, it just sucks that, you know, we're on these medications to get out of our addiction, but we're so many years removed from our addiction, but we're still stuck on this medication. It's just like, I can relate to her frustration in the comments. She typed a really good long comment, and yeah, I can relate to the frustration. It's been rough, guys. It's been rough. Peter says, warning should be a must. Yes. And I feel like I do a pretty good job of warning everybody, you know, informing / warning. You know, these all the stuff that we're talking about here can be used as awesome tools to keep somebody from going out to that fentanyl or opiate addiction lifestyle, right? It really depends on where everybody's at in their recovery is the biggest part of it. Rumble is censorship free, and since this latest Steven Crowder issue is blowing up big time, so it's going to be relevant soon. I don't know who Steven Crowder is. Crowder? Yeah, I must have missed whatever happened with that. Oh, sorry guys, I'm getting behind in the comments. Let me get caught up here. Okay, so Kingdom says the symptoms were restless legs. So he had restless legs, guys, from 6 grams of Kratom. That's a tiny dose. Unable to sleep, fever / chills, stomach pain, swearing, and really bad anxiety, guys, from 6 grams. 6. That's a tiny dose, man. Holy shit. Guys, be careful with the Kratom. You heard what he just said. He had all of that from just 6 grams of Kratom, guys. I really wonder what the equivalent is of 6 grams of Kratom to like a Suboxone dose. I bet you it's somewhere right around, I bet you it's around 1/4 milligram of Suboxone. I bet you they're like, because I remember when I went from, do you guys remember when I came off of Suboxone and used Kratom? I was at 1/2 milligram, if I can recall, and I went right to 10 grams a day. And that was enough to keep my withdrawals at bay. Obviously, I kept waking up in the middle of the night going into withdrawal because of the short Kratom half-life. But as far as like getting through the day, it was 10 grams for 1/2 milligram of Suboxone. That was what it was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So it just, there, somebody should make a chart, right? Like the equivalent of chart. It definitely felt weird not drinking it, that's for sure. Like something was missing, but it was nothing like heroin fent withdrawal. Yeah, I wouldn't think that it would be, obviously, because it's not anything nearly as powerful. But I mean, you heard what Kingdom just described. Like he literally just described what it's like to go through opiate withdrawals, right? I mean, restless leg, no sleep, stomach pain, those are all anxiety, those are all signature opiate withdrawal signs, exactly to the T. So he says, yeah, I was one of those guys who thought Kratom withdrawals was a walk in the park, but the truth is you've got to be taking it for at least 6 months to a year to really feel the withdrawals 100. 6 months to a year. So okay, so long term is what he's saying basically. I will try it, but I know this is going to suck. Yeah, I think the really hard part about it, and that just really reminded me, you know, everything that Kingdom just said about what he has to go through, what he went through trying to get off of that, it really reminded me so much of my Suboxone. You know, it's like, it just sucks, guys. And I'm sorry to anybody who's struggling going through this stuff. It sucks. It fucking sucks. It's like we just want to be feeling good and move on with our lives, right? But we can't do it because we're trapped by a substance that, you know, our body is used to taking. And it sucks to be trapped like that, man. It freaking sucks. It's like I could think of so many different things, you know, to be doing with your day. I'm sure you all can. Then have to sit here and try to fight your brain to not take a little bit more just to feel okay for the day. It fucking sucks, guys. Kingdom, when I had my Kratom withdrawal last February, my legs were kicking all day and night, and I went back on subs. So Deb did basically what I did. You know, I tried to use Kratom to get off of subs. I tried for a full month, and I just got stuck at like 7 grams, and I just got sick of sleeping like shit. So I went back to a low dose of Suboxone, if you guys remember that. I drank Kratom daily for over 6 months, and yeah, no withdrawal at all. So let's see, Florida man, when did you go to Kratom? Did you go from fentanyl to Kratom? And did you go from Kratom to something else, or did you just go cold turkey? See, that doesn't sound right to me that somebody could take Kratom every day for 6 months and have no withdrawal. Unless you went to Suboxone, then obviously that would bypass the withdrawal. Yeah, let's see. Marky says, "There's that negative thought process, bro. It's gonna be a breeze." Sucks so bad, but I'm praying that I get through this, and I feel like I regret even taking Kratom to begin with. So he's being real with this stuff, guys. Like I know exactly how he feels. I know exactly what he's feeling right now. I've felt that way for many years, on Suboxone too. I don't have nearly as much experience with Kratom as I do with Suboxone, obviously, guys. But I do have experience with Kratom, so I know how bad it sucks. Let's see, I got premium, so no ads for me. There you go, Florida man. Yeah, the ads suck, dude. I can't stand watching ads on here. Yes, you were right, bro. I need to count it all joy like the word of God says. Count it all joy like the word of God says. Don't torture yourself with all your responsibilities. Just go slow. As long as it's going down, it's a win. Absolutely. That's a great point, Deb. Yep. As long as you don't go up, you know what I mean? And that's what I try telling you guys whenever you're tapering Suboxone. Take your time with it. Don't rush it, but set yourself that standard to where once you lock yourself into a certain dose, don't allow yourself to go up. That's the thing that kept me with my Suboxone for so long, guys, is because I would kick butt, I would taper, get down to a certain dose, and then I would have a few bad days and my dose would creep back up, right? So if you guys can learn anything, be patient with yourself and lock yourself into whatever dose you're comfortable at, right? Take as long as you need to with that dose before you move down, but don't allow this stuff to happen, because this is where months turn into years on this certain substance. And that's where I really messed up, as allowing myself to bump my dose up to get through some rough times. Kind of giving me a little bit of PTSD, guys, thinking about all of the years of my Suboxone tapering and stuff. You know what I mean? Just like seeing what others are going through and the same struggles. Like, it sucks to go through that stuff. Peter says, been on subs 7 years and seem to forget about recovery until start the taper, and or jumping off subs puts you right back into recovery mode. Definitely have to be in the right mindset to start the taper. I took 2 Tylenol today and didn't even want to take that. Yeah, bro, when I got off subs in April 2020, I drank Kratom every day till December 2020. So yeah, over 6 months, nonstop Kratom chugging. When I got off subs in April 2020, I drank Kratom till December 2020. So what happened after you stopped taking Kratom? Florida man. How long were you sober, I should say, after you stopped taking Kratom? Sounds expensive, Dan. Yeah, if you're chugging that stuff, especially if you're chugging those Kratom shots, guys, you're spending a lot of money on your habit. A lot. Yeah, again, I relapsed on Fent September 2021 and drank it till I got clean in May 2022. So I'm curious then, Dan, since you said you had no withdrawals from it, how come you don't like Kratom? Like, what do you have against Kratom? If it got you off of Suboxone and you didn't have any withdrawals, how come you don't like it? I'm curious about that. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding you here. Because if Kratom got me off of Suboxone and had no withdrawals, if I was chugging it for 6 months, I would think that was like a miracle drug, right? A miracle cure. Miracle. It's hard to say that word. Unless I'm misunderstanding you somehow. I went to this shop that would give me free Kratom since I was... What? Free Kratom? Damn. Dan always had to hook up. He said he was getting people throwing him Fent in his car for free and stuff. What the hell? I relapsed in Fent 2021. So it sounds like Florida man has kind of bounced from Kratom to fentanyl to Suboxone. Like, he's done that shuffle a few times, it sounds like. Oh shit, Camo's back in here. Good to see you, Camo. Camo says, I've been wanting to see your comment for a while, man. He says, hey mate, long time. I know I'm doing good. My last shot was late November. I'm about to start work, so I can't watch. Majority of the time, I'm thumbs up, but sometimes a little thumbs down, but very minimal thumbs down. So it sounds like Camo had his last Sublocade shot in November, guys. So it sounds like he's mostly good, but sometimes he's struggling. That's I'm pretty sure that's what he's trying to say there. Hopefully you continue to progress from here, my friend. Looks like we've got 14 people in here, guys. Do I only see 4 thumbs up on this? That can't be right. Let me refresh this. Hold on. 4 thumbs up, guys. Come on. We got to bang that like button, baby. Ooh, baby. Let me see some likes, guys. Come on. There's 14 of you in here. There we go. Pump that, baby. Pump it. There's 6. Let's see that thing get up to at least 10, guys. Oh, we're 45 minutes in already. I need some more likes on this channel, guys. I'm going to go ahead and thank the sponsors of the week real quick here, guys, in just a moment. I usually try to do this a little bit earlier in the show, but I kind of forgot to. So shout out to Mama Deb for being the contributor of the week with a $20 Cash App. Baby. Ooh, baby. That was last week on Wednesday's live stream. And we also had Marky Rizzo with a $10 Cash App. Baby. So those were the contributors of the week. Shout out to both of you guys for contributing last Wednesday. I really appreciate both of you. And then we also had Kingdom Within coming through with a $10 super chat today. Baby. Shout out to all 3 of you guys for sponsoring this channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you who have done that in the past as well, guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like this channel and you would like to contribute to this channel, you can do so in the description box of any of the videos. There's a link to Cash App and also a link to, what's the other one, guys? Venmo, yep. And you could also do here on the live stream with a super chat. And on the replay crew, you can do a super sticker if you'd like to contribute to this channel, guys. 16 people in here. Please smash that like button. It looks like we did get that to 10 likes, guys. I appreciate you. I really do. Let's get back to some comments. Does anybody have any questions for me? More. Looks like we've got some more people coming in now. 18 people, guys. See what happened? We hit that like button and more people came in. So bang that like button. See if we can get that up to 20. There's 19 people. See, guys, it helps. You can see that. You can see the direction right there. People hit that like button, more people come in. There's 11 likes. All right, 19 people. There we go, guys. There we go. Anybody have any questions for me about anything? So I'll just kind of touch on my situation real quick, guys. If you guys don't know by now, my name is Kevin. Hello. I was addicted to opiates for 15 years. I got up to a pretty heavy habit of 150 to 200 milligrams of oxy per day. I was spending a lot of money on my addiction, over $3,000 a month. I found Suboxone in 2017, which was what finally got me out of the opiate lifestyle, taking those drugs every day. And I tried to cold turkey withdrawal many, many times on my own and failed many, many times on my own. Suboxone is the only thing that actually got me out of that lifestyle. So it's taken me many years to get myself off of Suboxone. I've tried to taper many times and failed. I went up and down with my dose many times. I've tried Kratom. Currently on Sublocade. I'm on my 5th shot of Sublocade. And my last shot was 75 milligrams. And I'm going to get 1 more shot of Sublocade in about a month from now. So I got my last shot 5 weeks ago, guys. 5 weeks ago, I got a shot of 75 milligrams of Sublocade, all right? Everything is totally fine. My last shot before this, I went 2 full months before I got that last shot, okay, guys? So I'm spacing out my doses. I'm tapering my doses. We're near the end of my Sublocade treatment. So if you guys want to see what it's like to get off of Sublocade, hang around and you guys will be able to see in the near future what that's like for me, right? As you guys know, I have a lot of experience with Suboxone withdrawal. I know exactly what it feels like. So if there is a withdrawal from Sublocade, I will be the first one to tell you guys what it is and what it's like, right? I've heard from a lot of people that the withdrawal is much more minor and much more manageable, probably because the oral addiction has already been rewired in your brain, and partly because we don't know exactly when the medication runs out in our system, right? Because it's in our belly. We have no idea when it goes away. I'm pretty sure that the anxiety that comes when we stop taking our Kratom by mouth or we stop taking our Suboxone by mouth, we know that the withdrawal is about to kick in, right? This is known fact. We all know this by now. So that's my thinking on the Sublocade, is that since it slowly comes out of your system over many months, that's probably why people are saying that there's much less of a withdrawal. Some people are saying that there's no withdrawal. So I'm curious to find out how it is for me, right? Because I've been taking much less than most people take with the Sublocade. I'm now into Sublocade about 7 months, and I still haven't taken as much as they would give most people within 30 days. Most people get 300 milligrams on day one and 300 milligrams 30 days later. That's 600 milligrams. I've been on Sublocade for 7 months, and I still don't have that much in me. I'm at 525 milligrams after 7 months, right, guys? So my doctor has gone off-label with me, obviously, meaning that I'm taking much less than most people. I'm taking much less than the medication is prescribed and directed to take, right? Like my doctor has taken an off-road course with my addiction because I was down at a lower dose of Suboxone, right? I've been on Suboxone for so long, and I have been clean off of opiates since 2017. So my hope with my Sublocade experience is to just be able to spread the information to more people, because if you do search on Sublocade on YouTube, there are just about no videos on this subject, guys. So I know that this is going to continue to grow as far as like popularity for Sublocade is going to continue to grow in the future. Just going off of what I've experienced with Suboxone and Sublocade, I know that this topic is going to grow in the future, and that's why I'm making so many videos about Sublocade right now. So I just wanted to touch on that, guys. That's where I'm at with my recovery. I'm feeling pretty dang stable with where I'm at right now. I don't ever have any thoughts of, I don't have any cravings. I haven't had any cravings for opiates. I don't even remember the last time I had a craving for opiates, guys. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know. It's been so long, I don't even think about that stuff anymore. So I do have to say that Suboxone, buprenorphine, has bought me that strength over the years of, you know, my recovery as it's gone. Like the last thing I would ever want to do is go relapse. You know what I mean? Just knowing how hard it's been for me to get to where I'm at today. It's been a hard road to get to where I'm at today. I'll just say that. So to think about rewinding all of that work that I have done since I have found Suboxone, and to go back to the beginning of all that, there's absolutely no way I could ever picture that happening. And I don't want to say, you know, don't ever say never. They say, knock on wood, whatever. But that's like the last thing I could picture happening. And if that ever happened, guys, like, I don't know. I couldn't really have much hope at this point. If I went back down that road, like, I just don't think that I have enough time in my life to like dig my way out of that hole again. I really don't. So I'm safe right now where I'm at. Yes, I'm still on buprenorphine. I have a shot in my stomach. It is what it is. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, guys. So sorry for kind of going off on that 52 minutes later. Thank you guys for hitting that like button for me. I see some hearts floating out of I don't know how the hearts come. Somebody's hitting, there's some hearts floating on my screen. So thank you, however you guys are doing that. Let's see, let's get back to the comments here. There's another heart. Thank you, thank you. I don't know how those hearts are flopping up. Yep, there's some more. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's cool. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, again, oh wait, I already read that. Kicking addiction. When was the last time you've even felt withdrawals? So the last time I felt withdrawals, Kingdom, was actually the time that I had used, let me think. The time that I had come off Suboxone and I tried to use Kratom to get through my Suboxone withdrawal. That's the last time I felt withdrawals. And when was that? That was when I was living in my RV in my business, which was 2019, 2020. I would say probably the last time I felt withdrawals. What would happen is that the Kratom that I took, the 10 grams of Kratom that I would allow myself to take through the day, it would get me through the day. But since the half-life of Kratom is so short, I would wake up at 4 in the morning on the dot every morning with restless legs, right? And I could not fall back asleep. So that was the last time I felt withdrawals. After a month of doing that and not getting any better, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I got back on a low dose of subs, 0.5 milligram if I can recall. Cindy says, it took me a while. Congratulations. So you get some sleep. Let's see. Oh, there's Sunny's in here. Okay, so I've missed some comments. Let me go back up here. Butrans didn't work for me at all. Too sweaty in Florida. Oh, somebody's talking about Butrans? Let's see, how are you going? Wow, I missed a lot of comments, guys. I'm sorry. Let me catch up. Let me catch up on here. Wow, I'm way behind in the comments. I would have my Kratom cup everywhere, drinking it, have my Kratom all the time. I would consider starting taper once you no longer wish to feel the subs. Until then, improve your life so once you're ready, you have a good shot at it. Lay your foundation. Yeah, that's good. That's a good comment right there that Zach said. I'm gonna read that again for you guys. I would consider starting to taper once you no longer wish to feel the subs. Did you guys hear what he said about feeling subs? Once you guys are ready to give up the feeling that you get from taking your oral Suboxone each day, some of you get energy, some of you get anxiety relief, whatever it is. If you're ready to stop feeling that, that's when Zach says would be a good time to start tapering. And that's some good points right there. I really agree with that. Every day I had to get some. I could drink an ounce a day, sometimes more. Baby. And in the end, it made me feel like crap and tired and gross feeling. That's what he says about Kratom. I'm off, baby, on 5 milligrams of Butrans. I think you meant to say 5 micrograms because they don't make Butrans in milligrams. They make it in micrograms. So hopefully, what Jesus is Lord is saying. Did you get off of the Butrans patch, or are you still on it? Good to see you, Cindy. Good to see you. Thumbs up. Good to see you, Sonny. Good to see you, my friend. I've been contemplating it, but your opinion on the sub shop makes me want to bump up and do that. The only thing holding me back is I haven't gone over 4 milligrams a day. I mean, Brian, I would say to you, if things are good and you have a healthy relationship with Suboxone, you know what I mean? Like, you could stay where you're at. If you don't have like an unhealthy relationship with it, you know, if you don't mind taking your Suboxone every day, you could stay where you're at, or you could taper in the future, you know, or if you're ready to move on from that, then you could just take the shot and just let that happen. It just really kind of depends, because some people do great on Suboxone, right? Some people like have a good healthy relationship with Suboxone. So if that's you and that's, you know, and things are going well for you on Suboxone and you're able to be productive and have a healthy sex life and relationships are good, I don't see any problem on just, you know, if you want to stay on Suboxone, then that's totally up to you. Everyone's different, guys. Keem says, wow, that must be so nice to not feel withdrawals for over 2 years. Yeah. It's like, I remember exactly what the withdrawals felt like. So I know exactly, you know, if this shot wears out of me and those withdrawals kick in, I'm going to be able to identify them instantly. My man, you're a source of hope. Thanks, my dork. Mr. Dork says, my man, you're a source of hope. That was a nice RV, Cindy says. Yeah, I do actually kind of miss that RV. And I miss my business too, honestly, guys. I loved my little car dealership that I had. We all hit the heart, Kevin. Oh, I didn't know you could hit the heart. I thought there was only the like button on here. Where are the hearts at? I don't see them anywhere on here. So Brandon says, I can't seem to get below 8 milligrams. See, Brandon, that would be a perfect scenario for somebody to go over to the 300 milligrams of Sublocade. If you can't taper below 8 milligrams, and if you're ready to get out of that, Sublocade 300. So Mr. Dork says, I went back up to 2 milligrams. My wife just had our second baby, and everything was too hard on my taper dose. Yeah, I've done exactly what you've done, Mr. Dork. I let life circumstances allow me to allow my dose to raise. And that's the one thing that would, that's the one thing that really kept me going with Suboxone for so many years. I would allow life to let me drag my dose up and down, depending on what was going on in my life circumstance. Derek says kicking methadone withdrawals are horrible. Yeah, I think kicking any of these withdrawals are horrible, guys. I really do. Especially when you've been on a substance for years at a time, it's gonna likely be a challenging withdrawal for any of us. Whether that's on Kratom or Suboxone or methadone, any medication that is built up in your body to take every single day, it's gonna likely have a challenging withdrawal. Mr. Dork was down to 0.5 milligram for 2 months before the second baby was born. Now he's back up to 2 milligrams. So yeah, that sucks to be in that position, man. I know what it feels like. You're probably self-guilting yourself for raising your dose. Now you're feeling like you're so far behind in your taper. And meanwhile, you need to be a good dad for your newborn, right? So it's like very challenging stuff to have to juggle your addiction with all these external circumstances and having to be a father. I couldn't even imagine how challenging that would be, you know what I mean, to a newborn baby. And I know Kingdom has that going on right now too. He just had a child, and so he's trying to change his addiction, trying to lower his medication, his Kratom dose. And I feel for you guys that have to do that. I have had the luxury over the years of just being a lazy turd, and I almost kind of think that might be worse in some ways, not having any responsibilities really, because there's really nothing to hold me accountable. You know what I mean? Like, I could just sit on the couch all damn day and watch YouTube, and nobody's gonna be judging me but myself. You know what I mean? I don't have anybody relying on me for anything. So I guess you could kind of look at it either way, guys. For me, like, I thought that it would be best just to have no responsibilities, but I don't know. It's really hard to say, you know what I mean? Because I'm not in your guys' shoes with a newborn child. I think that could have some, there could be some things with that could make you want to push to that next level. You know what I mean? He's been on 3.5 years. G. Klein, got to keep pushing through, Marky says. I hope so. Subs do not feel right being on 24/7. Hope so. Subs do not feel right being on 24/7. So Mama Deb says, I'm on day 17 and still not sleeping, so we can think about each other at 2 a.m. For sure, I was too scared using Kratom, but I think the fact that knowing it can be just as bad kind of helped. I used the bare minimum and only ever twice a day. Then once I threw it all away. Yeah, and see that, like, we can all learn from people who have been able to do that and be very strict with, their dosing, because it can work for some people. At least you're on a manageable dose. Yes, absolutely. If you can keep your dose low on all of these things, then it's going to help you when it comes time to get off. Because if you're way up there on high doses, you might get overwhelmed trying to taper for years at a time. It could be kind of soul sucking, right? If you have such a long way to go on something and it's going to take forever, that could really take a lot of energy out of you. What's up, Crypto? Good to see you, my friend. What is that? So it looks like we've still got 17 people in here, guys. 14 likes. If you could try to get that up a couple more, I would appreciate it. Yeah, just don't go up, Mr. Dork, and you'll be okay when it's time. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Dork, have you considered doing the Sublocade shot? Because your dose already went up from 0.5 milligram to 2 milligrams. You know what I mean? You could, if you found the right doctor, you could get a 100 milligram Sublocade shot and stop controlling your dose orally, right? Because like I always say, guys, once you're on the Sublocade shot, you're on autopilot. You don't have to worry about increasing your doses anymore because you get what you get, and that's it. That's my saying. Once you're on Sublocade, you get what you get, and that's it. You're not going to feel your dose kick in, but you're not going to feel it fall off either. So some pros and some cons, right? Still behind the comments, guys. Bear with me. The first 2 days, no Kratom, I think was mostly just mental, just like wanting a cigarette or coffee. But again, I never took over 8 grams. And the last day I took was only 2 grams. See, those are the doses that Kingdom Within's taken, and he's having horrible withdrawals from those same doses. I can 100% see a noticeable withdrawal if you do it for over 2 weeks. Okay, so that's the thing, is that Kingdom's been on Kratom for a while now. Like if somebody could take Kratom, guys, like once or twice a week, I think that could have amazing benefits, right? Like for many different things. The problem comes with these medications and substances when we need to rely on them every single day. That's when we really start to kind of trap ourselves, right? If we keep taking the same substance every day for many days in a row. Like I'm just gonna be 100% legit with you guys. Like if I wasn't an opiate addict in the past for so many years, like if I had the choice, let's just say, like to go through everything all over again, if I was to go out and like say my friends were all drinking, like I would rather like take some Kratom, right, than to drink alcohol, and then be able to drive home. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're on alcohol, you can't drive anywhere. You know what I mean? So like if I could choose one of the two to use, like, you know, once or twice on the weekends with, you know, friends or family or something, I would rather take some Kratom, just straight up. But the problem with it is that if you're going to do that, it's going to feel great. And so it's going to be something that your brain is going to want to seek on a regular basis, because it's like, who doesn't want to feel good, right? Yes, that's what I need to do, get the healthy habits implemented and be able to keep them going with the next taper attempt. And see, Mr. Dork, I would encourage you to notice what you're going through. Do you know what I mean? Because exactly what Mr. Dork is going through is what kept me on Suboxone for so many years, guys. That's exactly the thing that kept me on. If I didn't find Sublocade, I would definitely still be on Suboxone right now, guys. And who knows how much longer it could take me to get off. Do you know what I mean? Like it's hard, guys. I applaud all of you guys who have been able to have the mental strength to do a strict, controlled taper. That is extremely impressive. That people who have struggled with opiate addiction specifically have been able to keep the self control to fight that brain that's keep telling them, take more, take more. Why not take more? The little devil, right? I always talk about. It's hard to fight that thing every day, guys, especially when you have life circumstances pop up, right? And then that little devil tells you to take a little bit more to help you through the situation. And then before you know it, 7 years have gone by and you're still stuck on the same dose. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I go back and look at my oldest videos, guys. I made my first video. I was at 1 milligram of Suboxone. That was in 2019 or 2018. And then to see over the years, I've just done this. And so it's like at a certain point, it's like, I need something else to help me out of this trap because this ain't working. I don't have anyone dependent on me either for anything. No kids, no marriage. I am my only critic with this fight. Yep. Same here, my friend. Taper down 0.5, then jumps and use Kratom for a week. Modafinil is a smart drug, but I do not take a 1/16 of a pill just for now as I transition. So amazingly, my sleep finally and feel good. Not needing 8 cups of coffee anymore. That's good. Yeah. For your body to be needing 8 cups of coffee every day, that's a bit of caffeine. I've had plenty of unhealthy relationships with caffeine in the future in my years as well. I literally gave myself permission to do whatever I wanted when I lived alone. That's what Justin says. I was approved for the Sublocade shot, but I told my doc I wanted to see how I could do on my own. Yeah, that sounds good. You know, try your taper on your own, and then if it doesn't work, consider Sublocade as a backup plan. That sounds like a great idea. I think having the responsibility helped me get off subs and Kratom. As soon as my wife got pregnant, something changed in me where I never wanted my daughter to see me on any drug. Got my first shot almost 3 weeks ago. I was at 16 milligrams and I got the 300 milligram shot. Nothing to write about, still doing good. That's good, man. Keep going, my friend. I'm about to go eat some Mexican with the family. Peace out, guys. See you, Sunday. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming on with us last week. That was a great video we had last week, guys, with Sunny and Marky. That was awesome. Good video, guys. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go check it out. Yo, what's up, Zach? Sorry I haven't been on a live in a while. Good to see you, Jeremy. All right, I got caught up on the comments here. So looks like we still got 15 people in here, guys. Do you guys have any questions, comments? Now that I finally got caught up here. Sorry, you have been making comments. Do you have any new comments? I'll try to stay caught up from here. We've been going for an hour and 12 minutes. Let's see here. Choosing life over death. I love that. I don't want any big pharma poison in me. And I really liked what Marky had talked about on our live stream last week, guys, how he said like we're sick. This medication is kind of keeping us sick. And I can see exactly what he means by that. It's just so funny because since we're all in such different positions in our life, right? Like being close to the age of Marky and having been through my addiction in my past, it's just so crazy to see how different our lives get as we age. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so hard to be on this channel and to be like talking for everybody, right? Like I could never do that because there's so many different people that are in, they're in such worse positions than I am as far as like with their addiction goes, that I don't ever want this channel to be like, everybody has to do this way or that way. That's one thing that's kind of stressful about being on this channel is because like where I'm at with my recovery, it's just like I want to be normal without anything, right? But there's so many of you out there that need something right now. And there's so many of you that do actually need Suboxone right now, to save your life, to get you out of the fentanyl addiction, right? So it's challenging to be sitting here with a camera in my face telling, saying what I think other people need. I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of scary to kind of say the things that I say on here. Driving again, be back in chat later. I'm tired of the subs, bro. Yeah, I feel you, Jeremy. I know exactly what you're feeling, my friend. So Cindy says, Yes, I detoxed in 21, but I recently had to detox off OPMS. Not cool for me. What would be some good things to combat depression? Anyone? My number one thing to combat depression, Cindy, would be to be getting in the gym, definitely, and eating as healthy as you can. I notice a huge change in my mood. If I eat junk food, it's like you get this 5 minute dirty high, right? Like if I eat some cookies, I'll have this like this super spike in dopamine or whatever the hell is going on, right? And then it's like the rest of the day I'm suffering because it's like I know that doesn't really align with what I want from my body, right? I'm putting stuff in my body that I don't want to be in my body. But I needed that good feeling for 5 minutes, right? So it's like whenever I put crappy food in my body, it's like I get this good feeling for 5 or 10 minutes, and then after I get done eating it, it's like the rest of the day sucks because I'm guilting myself and my body's not feeling good because it's not used to that junk food. Like for me personally, if I could stay on a good healthy diet for a prolonged amount of time and keep my gym routine constant, that's like when I'm doing the best as far as depression goes. It's hard to be depressed when you're happy with the way your body looks and you're feeling good because you've been putting good healthy food in your body. Like the diet and exercise is the biggest thing for me. And also having a purpose, you know what I mean? Like your purpose could be raising your grandchildren or, helping somebody with a homework assignment or, whatever it is, your children or your grandchildren. I mean, I don't have those things, right? So for me, it's like me and myself. Take Izzy for a walk, and then I know she feels a lot better. Walking, running, working helps. Hikes. How long have you been off Kratom, Cindy? So, let's see, as healthy as possible considering prices now. Yeah, it's expensive to eat healthy. I know that for sure. Yeah, it definitely is. One thing I noticed the other day, yesterday, in fact, in Walmart, is eggs have finally come down in price, so that's good. I'm tired of depending on a med to function daily. Yep, I know what that feels like, Jeremy. And that's one of the things that's so interesting to be like to go from like having to take something orally every day to the Sublocade shot. You know what I mean? It's like I no longer have to rely on taking that, but it's still in me. Do you know what I mean? So it's like on one hand it's extremely freeing, but on another hand it's like, well, there's still something in you. It's just nice to be able to not have to think about my addiction all day like I did while I was on Suboxone. It was just like always on my mind. You know what I mean? So have you thought about doing the shot, Jeremy? So I'm pretty sure you've been around the channel for quite a while, Jeremy. I'm trying, Mark. I've been on 1.5 milligrams the last few months. Running sounds like a winner. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, you can definitely go for a jog or run, and that will, help you get that blood flowing. If you're not used to getting out of the house very often, just to go for an easy walk or a jog, just something simple like that can help. I just talked to my best friend about this today. It's amazing how intertwined your mind and body are. They both need to be healthy to help someone be more happy. I've had a lot of losses in the past few years, Cindy says. The relationship between the mind and body is fascinating, Crypto. Yes, I would consider it. I just don't know about the money side of things. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to probably get on Sublocade if you don't have insurance to pay for it, unless you're like a millionaire, because it is expensive to pay cash for Sublocade shot for sure. But I mean, if you're down to 1.5 milligrams, you know, you're down there pretty low. I have insurance, just not the best. So if you do have insurance, you can call your insurance and see how much of the Sublocade shot they'll cover. I always talk about the website called insupport.com. If let's just say your insurance will only cover half of the shot, you can go to the website www.insupport.com, and it's basically like a copay, Sublocade assistance. Like they'll cover whatever your insurance doesn't cover, right? So if you guys are considering the Sublocade shot and maybe your insurance isn't the best, if you've called your insurance and they said that they'll cover half of it or X amount of dollars of it, and you really want to do it, then contact www.insupport.com. A lot of people are telling me that they're paying for the rest of it, so save y'all some cash. 1.5 is a great place to start, unlike me, 32 to 40 milligrams per day. Damn, Cindy's near the beach. Yeah, y'all got beaches out there, man. It's funny because I'm here by the mountains, and I always have people say to me whenever I drive for Uber, they're like, are you always on the mountains? I'm like, I haven't been skiing since I was like a kid. And they think I'm crazy. It's probably like people that live by the beach. If they never go to the beach, you know, it's easy for me to say I would be on the beach every day, but it's just like once you have something so available, it doesn't seem that cool. Surrounded by salt water, salt life, baby. Baby. Ooh, baby. Party at Cindy's house. Y'all just come on over. Y'all can stay at my house. Speaking of exercise, I got to get to the gym here soon. I haven't been to the gym since Saturday or Sunday. I'm really feeling the emotional effects of not going to the gym for the last few days. So I definitely got to get my butt in the gym today. I don't know if you see, maybe you missed the comment, Cindy, but Marky had asked a little bit earlier how long you've been off of Kratom. I'm just going to make sure she didn't respond to that. No, not no more snow. Bro, I went today 5 a.m., got up at 4 a.m., got my pump in. Yeah, I definitely need a pump today for sure. I'm looking kind of wimpy here. I like wimpy here, guys. So Cindy quit Kratom last month. So Cindy, how much were you taking? Or you were taking the shots? Were you? What shots were you taking? If you could give the people some information. So it seems to be specifically that a lot of people are struggling with the Kratom shots lately, and I know that those are not only are they expensive, but they're strong, right? So I haven't done the research to find out how many grams are in each shot. I'm sure all the shots are different. So just if you guys are out there buying the Kratom shots, please be careful, guys. I know that those things pack a punch. What? Damn, Mama Cindy. So Mama Cindy was taking 6 to 7 shots of Kratom a day. Cindy, how much were those shots each? I've been hearing more people talking about those shots lately, guys. So be careful. She says, not a good investment, I promise you. I'm glad you're done with that, Cindy. See, Cindy's always... Did you taper that, Cindy, or did you just cold turkey like you did your Suboxone? I'm just noticing that Cindy's... Wait, this is Mama Cindy, right? I noticed that your pictures and everything. Yeah, this has to be Mama Cindy. That's the same Cindy, right? This is the same Mama Cindy that cold turkey Suboxone, right? Was it 16 milligrams? Could you remind us, Cindy? I'm pretty sure this is the same Cindy. It has to be. Yeah. Okay. I noticed you changed your picture and stuff around. So this is the same Cindy that cold turkeyed off of Suboxone. So she cold turkeyed 6 to 7 shots a day. Cindy, do you have any idea how many grams are in each shot? Do they even say how many grams are in each shot? Yeah. So same Cindy. She did cold turkey 24 milligrams. That got Zach to come out of the comments section. How do you do that, Cindy? Oh, I wonder what was harder, Cindy, jumping off cold turkey 24 milligrams or jumping off cold turkey 7 shots of Kratom a day? Damn. Yeah. Wow. That's exactly right. That is extremely impressive. See, some people have a different tolerance for this stuff. I'm a very determined lady. Damn. What was harder, Cindy? And how would you say that the difference, like what's the difference between a 24 milligram Suboxone withdrawal cold turkey and 7 shots a day of Kratom? I'm really curious as to like what was harder, what was the difference? The 24 milligrams were the worst, she said. And for her to remember, since she did the 24 milligrams further away, for her to remember that was worse, that definitely means that it was obviously worse, because usually I find that people tend to think that whatever they're going through more recently was the one that was worse, right? But she says that the 24 milligrams were the worst. So for her to remember that the shots were around 1/10 as bad. Okay, so cool. That's good to know. So, and that's for her to, how long were you on the shots for, Cindy? So, yeah. 1/10 is bad. That sounds pretty damn good to me. So Cindy's saying basically that 24 milligrams was way harder, 10 times harder to come off than that many shots. So she was on the shots for about a year. Okay. Do you, what's the name of the shots you were taking, Cindy? So I've heard some people say some weird names, like, was it like MK15 or 45 or some weird names? I don't know the Kratom shot stuff. I'm sure there's a bunch of different kinds. Maybe people wouldn't even recognize what. So let's see. Let me add this up. So she was spending 2 for $30. So 30, 60. So she was spending about $100 a day for Kratom, Cindy. Is that what I'm adding up right? Oh, $100 a day, Cindy. Is that what I'm calculating? Does that sound right? For Kratom? Oh my God. Please correct me if I'm wrong. That's the good stuff, Peter says. Oh, living the dream and all. Good to see you, Rachel. How are you, Kevin Chat? Hey. I'm surprised you wouldn't get sick off taking that much Kratom. Like pukey sick. Cindy's a sugar mama. Hey, Cindy, hey. Laugh out loud, sugar mama. It seems to help me, let's see, it seems to help me at first, but after a short time, it caused me anxiety. Yes, you are correct. Yes, guys, so she was spending $100 a day on Kratom. Damn, girl. That's almost how much I was spending when I was on Oxys. I remember, I didn't even know about the Kratom shots, guys, and I had Rob. You guys remember when we had a live stream with Rob? I think it was on a Sunday live stream. Rob Wharton. Yeah, I haven't seen him on here for a minute, but he was telling me that he was taking the Kratom shots, and he said, stay away. He said they're like 15, 20 bucks each. And I'm not going to lie, it made me want to try it. So, yeah, be careful with the Kratom shots, guys. They're expensive, and it just sounds like it's a pretty big trap. Especially if you're spending $100 a day. That is a lot of money every single day, Cindy says. That is insane. Yes. That's a lot of money. That's $3,000 a month for Kratom. Woo! Woo! I'm glad you're out of that, Cindy. Real glad. And it's so impressive how you can do this cold turkey. Make me feel like a little bitch over here. She's like, oh, cold turkey subs? Oh, man, no thing. Cold turkey Kratom? That ain't no thing. I kept telling myself, well, it's natural. Haha. So sure, so is heroin, and I don't do that, she says. Damn. Well, it's cool that you can come on here and tell us all this stuff. And it's good that, we can just spread awareness for others who might be in a similar situation. Be careful with this stuff, guys. This is not a game. Use these tools responsibly if you guys are going it, right? I know it's easier said than done, obviously. Laugh out loud. If you don't know it yet, y'all should know we are all invested in the wrong biz. Oh, can you imagine how much money is being made on $100 a day? Same here when I was doing short-term opiates. I was spending $3,000 a month. Yep, that was my number too, Zach. That's how my addiction snuck up on me. That escalated quickly. Buying stock in OPMS as we speak. I guarantee if I started buying any stock, it's going to tank. That's how bad my luck is with stocks. I have the worst luck buying stocks, guys. Oh my gosh. I would work more so I could buy more drugs, so I can work more so I can make more money, so I could buy more drugs, Zach says. Yeah, I can relate to that. It's like I would wake up and pop my seven blues or whatever they were, get myself a cup of coffee, and I would head right to work. Start to find some cars to go buy. Oh, go buy this car. Go buy. Like I was a hustler, man. I'm not gonna lie. Back when I was in my active opiate addiction days, like just thinking back on how crazy my life was, it's like, dang, dude, my life is so lame now compared to how I was back in the day. Like I was living that life. Now I'm like such a homebody, and like even just going to the gym is like a big deal for me. You boring now, Kevin? Yeah, I'm boring as hell. I really am. I'm such a freaking lame ass, you guys. It's not even funny anymore. I only go to work and go home, bro. Yeah, and what sucks is that the girl I'm dating, she's really young too, so you know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel bad, but I'm just such a lame ass. But I'm sure it'll all turn around, and I'm really kind of trying to decide. I had somebody reach out to me. They were kind of offering me. So I had somebody reach out to me from a really large car dealership, and they were basically trying to like scout me to come work for them, and I didn't return their call, and I'm really kind of wondering if I'm kicking myself in the ass for not reaching out to them, because it's like a few buddies of mine too that work for this large car dealership, and they want me to. I could tell they're like trying to recruit me to go work for them. So I've been trying to consider if I want to open another car dealership again myself, or maybe just go work with somebody else. I don't know. I kind of feel like an asshole for not calling them back. And it was just kind of weird, the timing of it too. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, these guys are calling me trying to get me to come work for them. That's pretty cool. I don't talk to anyone. I don't have friends anymore, which there's a lot of reasons for that, but it's what's best for me to stay straight. Yeah, I literally, Jeremy, like the only person I ever even really see is the girl I'm dating. That's it. And then people at the gym when I'm there. That's my circle is like that small. That small. I am a hermit. Laugh out loud. I get it. Rachel says. Yeah, it just seems like the older I get, the more of a hermit I am. Just my wife and kids is all I need. Such a hard thing. I always say when you get your own business, it makes you unemployable. Yeah, like it's so hard to go from so much freedom to, having to answer to somebody every day of the week. Kevin, does your lead? No, absolutely not. No, she's she's from small town Idaho, right? Like she was raised by proper parents, and she's like nothing like me as far as this stuff goes. She's like very innocent, right? Looks like we still have 15 people in here, guys. If you're in here ghost watching, please say hello. We might try to wrap this up in the next 10 minutes or so. If you have any questions or comments, guys, please throw them in the comment section. Rachel says, "Aw." Yeah, she's definitely a sweet soul. A big corporation won't let you work the way you want to. They will control you. Yeah, that's the weird thing about it though. Is like I've worked with the guys that were trying to reach out to me before, and it was really a good situation. Actually, Deb, now that I say that, it was actually the best situation I've ever had as far as financially goes because so I worked, let's see. So I worked for the government for many years, and then I was wanting to start my own car dealership, right? This was like 7 years ago. So I had a bunch of buddies that owned car dealerships. So I went and talked to them, and they told me, they were like, "Why don't you just come work here part time, but also sell your cars through us?" So that's what I did, right? And it was like the perfect scenario for me, guys. I was literally working part time and making so much money back then. And what happened was I started getting greedy, right? I was like having to pay them like $500 per car that we sold through their car dealership of my cars. And I was like, that's 500 more that I could be putting in my pocket, right? So I was like, screw this, I'm out of here. I wanted to start my own business, right? And to go from having so much freedom to having to pay for rent in your house plus rent in a commercial building and all the little fees and stuff that you have to pay for to run your own business, and it just adds up really fast. So I went from having so much freedom and making such good money with them to getting selfish, right? And I wanted to do my own dealership, and that's what I did. And I just burned out so fast because I had to put so much more effort into my own business than I did into theirs, right? So yeah, if I could go back to that, go back to that certain time, I would have probably stayed in that scenario for quite a while because it was a lot of money with not a lot of work back then. I had a really good situation and I didn't realize it until it was gone, And I think that that's happened with me many times in my life. Is like you don't realize how good you have something until it's gone, and then you're like, damn it, bruh. Kevin, you might want to at least check it out. Your buddies might be onto something. Yeah, like they're those guys, like they have a very successful, huge business, The last thing I was expecting was to get a call from somebody like them trying to like bring me over to them. So I just feel rude. I feel rude that I haven't even responded yet. See, that's how bad I am, guys. Like I get overwhelmed so easy by the smallest things. Like I don't even answer texts from my family. I sure the hell don't answer phone calls. Like I like to keep my obligations as small as possible because I just get overwhelmed now so easy and it sucks. That's why I'm such a hermit. I promised a live stream once I got off subs, so I'm going to attempt to get on when you sign off and give it a shot. we'll see how it goes. Yeah, do it, Zach. Yeah, you should definitely do it, dude. I think I seen Matt try to do that recently, and he kind of goofed up because he like made a short video telling people he was going to go live, and then he didn't go live when he said he was going to go live, and he didn't he didn't give out the time zones. So let's see, 4:46. So maybe I'll try to end this so I can go watch Zach for a little bit before I have to get ready for the gym. Let's see. I promise. We'll be there, Zach. You won't get to troubleshoot and work on good cars. It's all computer crap. I love working on cars. Let's see. Yes, Rachel. Is your hubby on sub too? So nervous to tell him. Suboxone made me a hermit. 7, 8, and 16-year-old stepson. When are we gonna see a twin turbo build, Kev? Dude, you know how much? Oh, like thinking about building a car right now. Oh my god. I don't know how I used to do that all the time, guys. Like I would build a car, like build a race car, and then I would sell it, and then start over and do it all again. Like, oh man, I kind of miss having that much energy. You know what I mean? To just be able to go spend countless hours in the garage working on a race car. Ever since they closed our racetrack, I just totally lost all motivation to have a race car. So I don't think, I honestly can't really ever see me building another car again, unless there was another racetrack that popped up around here. I'm a tech by day, just FYI. Just take care of you, Kevin. Stay happy whatever you do. Happy is key. He doesn't understand any of this, but he really does try. 4 dudes and 1 chick. Say prayers for my wife. I don't know how she deals. Happiness and peace. Okay, so Zach says he's going to go live on his channel, guys. So if you guys, Mama Deb or Marky, can you guys post a link to Zach's channel? And we're going to go hop on there for a little bit. He's going to do his first live stream, guys. So if you guys don't know, Zach is now like 2-3 weeks off of Suboxone, somewhere right around there. He's going to do his first live stream as soon as we end this, he says. Is that right, Zach? Rachel says she'll sub, so we're going to get Zach some more subscribers. I think he only has like 80 subscribers or something like that last time I checked, guys. So he has a lot of good information about tapering Suboxone if you guys haven't yet seen it. Either Deb or Marky will post a link to Zach's channel here in just a moment. Kimmy B says, hey, y'all. Good to see you, Kimmy. We're about ready to, let's see here. Wow, do I miss building cars and engines. Yeah, the good old times for me. New sub here from Nicole's channel. Oh, cool. Welcome, Kimmy. So Deb just posted a link to Zach's channel. He's going to do his first live stream as soon as we end this video, which should be here very soon. So there's a link to his channel. Guys, go check his channel out. He just got off of Suboxone. He did a good taper, and he documented all of it. So I hope you guys all check out his channel and go support him. And my voice is already starting to get froggy. We've been going for 1 hour and 45 minutes here. Does anybody have any last questions or comments for me? We'll probably wrap this up in the next few minutes here and then go hop on Zach's channel. Remember, guys, if you didn't hear it earlier, I'm not going to be as active here on YouTube for the next little bit. I'm just taking a small break. I'm not saying I'm going away. I'm just not going to be as active as I have been for like the last few months. I've been extremely active here on YouTube. So let's see here. Have a good time at the gym, Kevin. Thank you, Cindy. I definitely look forward to the gym tonight. Kimmy says 16 months here off of Suboxone. Wow, congratulations. That's incredible. I bet you feel Happy to be that far removed from this stuff. Okay, so Zach says I'm going to be a few minutes before I jump over there, but I'll be in the comments as I'm trying to set it up. So Zach's trying to get his live stream set up right now. Kimmy, congratulations. That's amazing, Kimmy. I just made, yeah, so we had Marky Rizzo on last week for the live stream, and he talked about what it's like to be off of Suboxone for a year now. He's been off for just over a year. It was a rough year. It was, let's see, it was rough for a year or so, but all good now, Kimmy says. What dose did you get off of, Kimmy? Did you taper or did you cold turkey? Man, my voice is getting froggy. Woo! Much love, guys. See y'all next week or whenever you go live. Sounds good, Jeremy. Hopefully things are going well with you, my friend. So Kimmy says I tapered from 8 milligrams to half of a milligram over 6 months. That's really impressive there, to go from there to there in just 6 months. That's, pause was nasty, she says. So much better. Peace. I saw your snow, Cindy. Yeah, I seen your comment on that. And guess what? We got the same thing again here today, Cindy. Right now, we've got huge snowflakes out here. I'm so tired of winter. Needs to go away. Marky, how long did it take for you not to feel tired? I'm going to see if I can get Zach's pulled up on this one. Let's see. You know, it's weird. It's weird trying to find channels when you don't have the YouTube app on your phone. Let's see if I can make sure I can find Zach's channel here. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Why is it so hard? I literally cannot find his I cannot find his channel without the app. I'll figure it out in a minute, guys. Let's see. Maybe I can just go here to the live stream on this one. Let's see. Dang, no wonder apps make things so much easier. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through, let's see. I'm going to have to go through this video's live stream to get the link to his channel. There we go. It's going to start echoing. I can't even get the live stream on here. What the heck? Or the live comments. Wow, dude. Trying to find stuff without the app on here is almost impossible. Wow. All right, springtime is on the way. Later, Mark. Kevin, sometimes you need a break. We'll be here when you come back. Yeah, I don't think I'm going like fully away from YouTube, but I just need to like slow things down and focus on some other things in my actual real life off of YouTube. So guys, if you see that I'm not responding to every single comment and I'm not posting videos every single day, don't freak out. It's just me taking a little bit of a pause or a slowdown, you could call it. Never done a live stream. Is there any tips I need to know while I'm trying to get on there? I can't remember doing it the way that you're doing it. I always use StreamYard, so you're probably just going to go on the YouTube app and do it, right? I think you'll figure it out, Zach. You're a smart guy. Just be patient, Zach, because sometimes it might seem like nobody's, I mean, especially where your channel is so small, you know what I mean? There might only be a few people on there, so don't get overwhelmed by anything. Just usually the best way to do it is to kind of let people know in advance. To do like an unplanned live stream with such a small audience, it might be really really chill over there, so don't feel bad if that ends up happening. I seen Dr. Chris Park try to go live one time unplanned, and there was like 2 people in there, and he has like 3,500 subscribers. So I'd say the best thing going forward, if you're going to do live streams, Zach, is try to pre-plan them how I do. You know what I mean? It lets people know what's to come instead of just trying to do like an unplanned live stream with such a small audience. That could be kind of challenging. But, we've got 15 people in here we just told, so there should at least be some people from here going over to your channel. Sorry, bro, I'm back. I was trying to take a nap because the withdrawals are so bad. I couldn't hold off 8 hours, but at least it's been over 4 hours, which is my minimum wait time between doses. So yeah, it sounds like Kingdom's going through right now, guys. I'm so ready to be done. Y'all are probably sick of me hearing say that, but it's true. Different for everyone, but a year is typical. Energy was good, motivation was not. As a YouTuber, it's very important to take breaks, so you're good, bro. I know how it is 100. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for a little bit of a YouTube break. All right, like I said, at least like a slowdown. I don't want to freak anybody out. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. You're going to see me a little bit, probably a lot of bit less active on here. I'm still not sure about the Wednesday live streams. I might just take a week or 2 off. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. Let's see. My memory is garbage. I need to go and rewatch that stream with you and Sunny because I know you probably said that. Yeah, a lot of good information was on last week's live stream, guys, with Marky and Sunny. I'm not opposed to Big Pharma, but not over prescribing. There's one med I have to take for the rest of my life. Yeah, Marky did Ibogaine, so his experience may differ. That's a good point. I'm trying to save for an Iboga retreat. Not trying to grow a channel, so no worries, Zach says. Yeah, I feel you, man. I know I'm always kind of trying to like push people your way. I thought your channel was gone because I couldn't find it without the app. I couldn't find it any longer, so I'm glad to know your channel's still there. I want to know more about the Iboga stuff I've been looking into. Oh, yeah, I think Rachel was the one that was asking about it on the live stream. Yeah, she was the one that was asking about it. I was like, Marky, she want to know where she can get that. Oh, Marky, I know it'll be terrifying, but I fully believe in plant medicine. Okay, guys, we're just about at the 2-hour mark. We're going to go ahead and shut it down here. I appreciate everybody who contributed to today's show. Don't forget, guys, to go check out Zach's channel. They just posted the link to it, and he's going to do his first live stream here shortly, okay? His channel name is right there, Addict to Quit with Zach, okay? He has a really small Suboxone YouTube channel. He recently got off of Suboxone. So if you guys are able to, go check out his first live stream. He'll probably be on here in the next little bit, okay? Zach says, hang in there, Kingdom. Take a hot shower or a bath. Get a moment of relief. Love y'all. Rachel says, thank you all. Love y'all. Hang in there. Okay, congratulations to you as well, Deb. Keep pushing forward. I know sleep's a little bit challenging right now, but it'll get better from here. I can promise you that, Deb, okay? So, all right, I hope to see some of you guys on Zach's channel. I do have to start getting ready for the gym here soon, so I hope that I can. Hopefully, he can get on here soon and I can see his live stream. But yeah, please hit that like button, guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet. And we'll see you guys on the next video. All right. Peace. See you guys.